Hello, Rachel here. Today, I wanted to talk about 3 easy and very practical ways that you can tune into your intuition. And we're going with the premise that everybody has intuition. It is a superpower that we all have access to, and it is a really practical superpower as well. Being able to tune in just takes intention and some practice and knowing a few tips and techniques, which is what I'm here to show you today. This is just 3 of several techniques that I love to teach, but these are the 3 easiest and super useful techniques that I would love to show you. So the first technique is very simple. It's paying attention to your gut feelings. So knowing that our bodies have all these beautiful nerve endings and our bodies are actually really sensitive. And when you pay attention to those little nudges and tune into how it feels, it can give you a world of information. So just to practice, think of a time in the past where something didn't feel right, didn't feel good, or even something like pretty nasty happened to you. So just take your mind back to a time in the past where you just didn't feel right about something and imagine being in that situation. Just close your eyes and imagine that whole situation like you're playing out a movie, and then tune into your body. How does your body feel? Where do you feel it in the body? If you could describe it with a word, what would that word be? Just tune in and know it can be different for each and every one of us. Oftentimes, people will describe this as tight or harsh or contracted. So just tune in, give yourself a minute or two to tune into that time, taking yourself back, like watching a movie. How did that feel in your body? And now let's switch it up to remember a time when something fantastic happened. You felt really great about what was going on, either a really beautiful time in life or a time when you felt really successful, you achieved something, or something just felt completely right, completely true for you. So play that scene back in your mind's eye. Just close your eyes for a minute. Take yourself back to that moment of that feeling that felt really true and completely right for you. And then tune into your body. How does that feel? Just allow any word that describes that feeling to float up into your awareness. It could be exuberant, it could be expansive, whatever that might be. It doesn't have to start with an E. It could be calm, peaceful. Just imagine what word would describe that feeling. And you could do this a few times and have a little bank of different words that describe the feelings of something that is not true for you and the feeling when something is true for you based on how it feels in your body. So that's a really easy one. And as you practice with that, well, I'm saying it's easy. It's easy for me to describe to you, but it's quite easy to use in practice. And the more you practice, the more you'll be able to just tune in. Oh, how is this feeling in my body? I can remember times where when I've been in a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden something just gets my attention. It's like everything stops for a minute. And I'm like, oh, what is really going on here? And I tune in. And when I know it feels a little tight, I know there's something I need to investigate a bit more. So try that one. And let's go next to technique number 2, which is to meditate, to spend time in silence, to truly tune in to your intuition. You need a little space from all the chatter of life, whether it's being in a busy work environment, being in a busy home environment, whether it's your phone, your emails, all the things that really bombard our senses all the time. Tuning into intuition takes a little bit of quiet, a bit of time in silence, just to be aware of those finer sensations. And intuition comes to us generally in a very calm, quiet voice. It may not always be a voice, it may be a feeling or an image, but it's usually calm and quiet and peaceful. And it's just that sensation of, what else is there for me to know here? Or that feels great, that doesn't. So spend a bit of time in meditation. And I actually have a meditation that I will put a link to in the description. It's here on YouTube. And it is a meditation that will help you with this, just being calm and tuning in. And it's aligning all of your energy centers. And it will also help you with tip 3 that I have for you today, which is automatic writing. And some of the great intuitives that you know today, if you like this kind of stuff, many of them started with automatic writing. And it's almost like writing a journal, and use the meditation that I'm linking you to and hold an intention for what you would like more wisdom on. If there's something that is on your mind that you want to figure out, you could hold the intention for some clarity around that. Or if you just want to know what your higher self, the wisdom of your soul, would love you to know, hold that intention. That's actually a really beautiful one that I often use. So do a meditation to start with. You could listen to that meditation in the recording that I have. It's about 15 minutes total. And then when you get used to it, you can do it without the meditation. Of course, you can always use it if you want to, but calm yourself down, bring your alignment into a really quiet, peaceful place. You could have some music. I have a Pandora channel that is calm meditation music. That really helps me. And have a pen and paper handy. It really is better, in my opinion. You do what is true for you, and that's what this is all about, tuning into what is true for you. But I love to write with a pen and paper, and I just feel that is a really good way for the energy to flow through you, through the pen. And when you're doing automatic writing, this is bypassing all of the chatter as well and getting to the truth of your higher self, the wisdom of your higher self, and just writing. Even if it doesn't make sense, keep writing. The real key is to just start writing. And oftentimes I will start with writing the question I want to ask. And I'll ask, what is true for me to know today? Or what would my higher self love me to know about this relationship or this business opportunity, whatever that might be, and just start writing. Do not second guess. Don't start to think in the middle of it. Well, this is my tip. I mean, it sounds a bit harsh. Don't do this or don't do that. But try not to think, is this real? Am I really connecting with my intuition? Presume that you are, because that's key to it. Don't question, just presume what you're getting is a real connection with your higher self, your higher wisdom, and go from there. Just keep writing. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And it can actually be a really beautiful, beautiful practice. So I encourage you to try that. So that's 3 tips on how to develop your intuition, develop your ability to tune into your intuition. The more you practice, the easier it all gets. So just to recap, you've got listening to your gut feelings, listening not with your ears, but with your intuition, just tuning in to your gut feelings, to how your body feels. Spend a bit of time in silence, even if it's just 5 minutes. Spend a bit of time in silence, holding the intention to tune into your intuition. And automatic writing, just writing whatever flows through, but holding an intention for wisdom and truth from your soul. So that's your 3 tips. And if you'd like to subscribe, that would be really lovely. The next video I have planned is a really fun and kind of magical way to tune into the wisdom of one of my favorite tools. That's a pendulum. I use this quite a bit for myself. I have to say, I don't use it very often with clients. That is a whole different technique. But this is a really fun way, and I'm going to teach you a fun technique with that on the next video. So I'll see you then.